Fu Media Street.
Migos and the love for Latino culture. A celebration, not appropriation. In the world of hip hop, where creativity knows no bounds, the Migos have stood out as trendsetters and innovators. But in their rise to stardom, some have noticed a recurring theme: their connection to Latino culture, especially Mexican culture. From their name, Migos, to their Spanish-infused rhymes and constant references to amigos, it seems like the Atlanta trio might be borrowing heavily from a culture that isn't traditionally theirs. But instead of calling this out as cultural appropriation, maybe it's time we see it for what it is: a celebration of street culture that transcends borders and identities. Let's be real. The streets have always been a melting pot. From the barrio to the block, culture is exchanged, adapted, and reinvented. Migos' use of amigos and their occasional dabbling in Spanish isn't them trying to claim Mexican culture as their own. It's their way of paying homage to the streets that raised them. After all, Migos is just a twist on amigos, a word that resonates with anyone who values brotherhood, loyalty, and that unspoken bond we all cherish no matter where we're from. Their rhymes, which sometimes dip into Spanglish, aren't a mockery or a grab for authenticity. They're a reflection of how interconnected our cultures have become. The streets of Atlanta might be a long way from the plazas of Mexico, but the struggles, the hustle, and the spirit of survival are universal. When Migos drop a few lines in Spanish, it's not them trying to be something they're not. It's them recognizing that Latino culture is as much a part of their world as any other. And let's not forget, hip-hop has always been a culture of inclusion, not exclusion. It's the voice of the marginalized, the soundtrack of the streets, and the anthem of those who refuse to be silenced. So when Migos embrace Latino culture, it's not theft, it's a testament to the power of hip-hop to unite people from all walks of life. Sure, there might be some who feel like Migos are overstepping, but in reality, they're just showing love. And that's something we can all get behind. At the end of the day, Migos aren't trying to be Mexican, they're just showing respect to a culture that's as vibrant and resilient as they are. We're not mad at them for wanting to be like us, because in a way, they already are. In the grand scheme of things, hip-hop is bigger than any one culture. It's bigger than race, nationality, or language. It's a movement, a lifestyle, a way of expressing what it means to be real in a world that often tries to force us to be fake. And in that sense, Migos aren't just borrowing from Latino culture. They're helping to push it forward, bringing it into the spotlight, and making sure the world knows just how much it matters. So let's not get caught up in the idea of who's taking from whom. Instead, let's celebrate the fact that Migos, like so many before them, recognize the richness of Latino culture and want to share it with the world. Because at the end of the day, hip-hop is for the streets, and the streets belong to all of us.
Fu Media Street. Please subscribe and like for more videos.
Disclaimer. This content is for entertainment purposes only. All characters and events are fictional. Viewer discretion is advised.